love that assumption.
When you're ready.
Sure. So my argument in this lecture is that T-Pain is the most important musical artist of the last decade, and here I'll tell you why. His first T-Pain was you don't know, he's an R&B artist, sings like a robot. He's super weird, but he's great. Like, go buy an album. So R&B music, the most important artist of the 90s, probably Usher. Let's look at Usher for 1 second. He's young, he can sing really well, and he's very attractive. Now let's look at contrast. The most successful artist of the aughts. It's T-Pain. He's pretty ugly, he's like 35, and he can't sing at all. So why is he successful? Well, the shifting values of the decade have shifted. Basically, pop culture has jumped the shark. We don't care if you're talented. We don't care if you look. All we care about is whether or not you can entertain us. And T-Pain is hilarious. He has dreadlocks, a really weird beard. He wears huge sunglasses, this huge top hat. His voice sounds like a robot. And his first album was literally called Rapper Turned Singer. So what I'm saying about T-Pain here is that but he had literally 17 #1 hits in the decade or something. It's insane. 17 top 10 hits in the past decade. So all I'm gonna say about this is that if you want to think about what pop culture was like in the decade where you came of age, instead of showing your kids Elvis or the Beatles or Hendrix, you can just show them T-Pain. Congratulations.
Yes. Yeah. So next
you only failed to do this.
We're talking about the scientific revolution. I think you guys can memorize it. Begin when you're ready. Scientific revolution again.
Alright, so my talk is titled Why the Scientific Revolution Was Really the Magical Revolution. My argument is that early modern magic was much closer to contemporary science than early modern science was, and therefore we should consider what we call science actually magic. Science, according to Aristotle, is any deductive system starting with undeniable axioms. So this is not just natural philosophy, this is the moral philosophy or anything else. You start with undeniable axioms, deductively prove specific facts. It's not concerned with producing new knowledge, because all that's necessary to understand something is to put it into Aristotle's categories. It's not concerned with what we'd call technology, because that's something for craftsmen. The theoretical knowledge is better. It's not concerned with the hidden nature of things, atoms or anything like that, because everything's supposed to be undeniable. Atoms are not very undeniable. It's not concerned with experiment, because if you change things on purpose, then you're messing up the natural order of things. It's not concerned with math, because that's abstract, not substantial. Basically, you just sit and argue about things starting with obvious premises. So let's talk about magic. Challenge came from various magical systems: alchemy, astrology, and natural magic. They're based on producing new knowledge to face new challenges. So Paracelsus created his version of alchemy in order to treat syphilis and things like that. They're supposed to be practical, produce new medicines, etc. If you understand the structure of things well enough, you can manipulate it and get results. They're concerned with occult qualities, meaning the hidden structure of things. So you have corpuscles and stuff like that. They did experiments. Alchemists invented the laboratory and a bunch of instruments, same with astrologers. They're often mathematical, either because of astrology, you have to calculate the position of the planets, or straight up numerology, math is magical. The 18th and 19th century synthesis of experimental philosophy took all these magical ideas. What did science contribute? Not that much. We ought to call it magic. Thank you very much.
Peter, what factor does time play in all of this? What time?
Finally, we have time is up. Who's going to talk about what's the matter with Kansas. And he seems to be handing out charts. So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh dear.
T-Wood.
T-Wood.
I didn't know that anything would come. Share, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Tom, where are you?
Sorry, can we hang on.
I'll pass What is this? I have 3 more.
Sorry, I should have said something else. Please don't look through. You're gonna ruin the surprise. I'm kidding.
Okay, so you seem to have been co-opted by them, but just figure out when you're ready.
Okay, so I only mention this because this is probably the only contribution of modern political science to our understanding of actual politics in the United States. There's a very stupid theory by a very stupid man who graduated with a PhD from this university called Thomas Frank. He tried to claim that class had ended as a force in politics, and this was demonstrated by the United States. If you just care to see the bivariate results, which influences his story, if you go along the x-axis on any of our 3 particular years of our presidential elections, 2000, 2004, 2008, we see as states become wealthier in per capita income, their GOP vote share tends to go down, and that's constant over the three presidential elections we study. But this is in fact an ecological instance, fallacy. When we look to the backslide, like with the 3 plotted relationships between income and vote choice, we control for other confounding factors. We find the influence of income in states is uniformly positive in terms of its effect on your chance of voting for a GOP candidate for president. In fact, the relationship between income and vote share is weakest in the wealthiest states. So it's not the matter with Kansas, it's what the matter with Connecticut. Thank you very much.
So, a few last things. Once again, if you guys do not want your lecture included in the overall compilation, just talk to Al Hoffman. She's the one cutting the cake right now.
Hi.
That's her. Finally, we have regular full lectures, like 40 to 60 minutes every week, starting in the spring quarter. Those are called the Tea Room Talks. Talk to Al if you want to be on the list host. And
actually, email tearoomlectures@gmail.com. You can start signing up for it as soon as spring break hits. So
yeah,
first come, first serve.
It's pretty awesome.
Give a talk. It'll be awesome.
We have some more. We still have food, so you should totally eat that. And thank you all so much for coming.
What is that thing that's just been sliced? What's that thing that's just been sliced? I don't know.